好, we've learned about dates, days of the week, and months so far. We've also learned how to say morning and afternoon. Yet we're missing something important if we want to describe our daily agenda in more details, and that is saying what time it is in Chinese. We're going to focus on that in this lesson. Let's get started. To describe whole hours in Chinese, we use the word 点. 点 is equivalent to a clock in English. 点 is treated like a measure word in Chinese. I'm telling you this because 二 will turn into 两 when combined with 点. Also, in case you need a little reminder of the third tone change, both 两 and 点 are third tones, and that means 两 will turn into the second tone. 两点. To review our numbers in Chinese, why don't we count the hours from 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock together? 一点, 两点, 三点, 四点, 五点, 六点, 七点, 八点, 九点, 十点, 十一点, 十二点. Good job. Now, if I say 7 o'clock, 七点, how to know if it's in the AM or PM? This is where we use the word for morning, 上午, and the word for afternoon, 下午. In Chinese, we usually say the broader term first, the more detailed term later. In this case, 上午 is more vague and broad, and 七点 will go after 上午. So 7 a.m. would be 上午七点. 上午七点. 7 p.m. 下午七点. 下午七点. What if you want to ask what time it is? We can use the question word 几. 几. What time is it? 几点? 几点? We often add the word now to the question as well. Now in Chinese is 现在. 现在. What time is it now? 现在几点? 现在几点? 10 a.m. 上午十点. 上午十点. What if it's not right on the clock? What if it's 10 past 10? We use the word 分 to indicate minutes. For example, 10 past 10, 十点十分. 十点十分. A quarter past 5, 五点十五分. 五点十五分. Now that we learned how to describe time in Chinese, can we use it other than to ask for the time? The answer is definitely yes. We can use it in a sentence to say someone does something at a certain time. We in Chinese is 我们. 我们. Lunch, 午饭. 午饭. To go have lunch. 去吃午饭. 去吃午饭. We go have lunch. 我们去吃午饭. 我们去吃午饭. We go have lunch at 12 o'clock. Literally, you'll be saying, we at 12 o'clock go have lunch. 我们12点去吃午饭. 我们12点去吃午饭. We can turn this statement into a question by using 几点 instead of 12点. When do we go have lunch? 我们几点去吃午饭? 我们几点去吃午饭? To answer that, you could just say 12 o'clock. 12点. 12点. Let's look at another example. Movies in Chinese is 电影. 电影. To watch the movie. 看电影. 看电影. Go watch the movie. 去看电影. 去看电影. When do we go watch the movie? 我们几点去看电影? 我们几点去看电影? There's another way to say when in Chinese. 什么时候? 什么时候? 时候 means moments. 什么时候? At what time? At what moment? We can use 什么时候 or 几点 when we're saying someone does something at a certain time. But we only use 几点 when we're asking what time it is. When do we go watch the movie? 我们什么时候去看电影? 我们什么时候去看电影? To answer that, we could say 5:30 p.m. 下午5点30分. 下午5点30分. An easier way to say that is 下午5点半. 下午5点半. 半 literally means half, and 5点半 is 5:30. Alright, that's it for today. We learned how to describe time in Chinese, as well as 2 ways to ask the question of when. Hope you like this lesson. I'll see you in the next one. 谢谢，再见。